What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Vinny D for your weekly Call of Duty World War II Leaderboards update, PlayStation Network. Three things I want to go over, guys. For the new guys here, first things first is I keep getting asked, how do I get into the top 100 on the PlayStation Network? Simplest way, what you guys could go and do is take a look at this score right here, right now, 9.3 million. He's actually ranked 100 legitly. How far off are you from 9.3 million in your points? Do you play the game religiously? Do you intend on continuing to play? Do you have a strong SPM and you put in 500,000 points minimum plus a week? Okay, if you do that, you're in striking distance. You could also go and check out the website, CODauthority.com. You go to the PlayStation Network, you click on all, and you scroll down to the number rank 100. Okay, rank 100, the same guy I just showed you over here, 9.3 million. So figure out how far off you are, figure out how many points you put in a week, and from there you'll know how close you are from cracking the top 100. Next topic I want to speak about, very important, is the scoring problem going on, where a lot of you guys are complaining that scores aren't updating. I'm going to explain to you something. I know many of you guys already know it, but this is going to definitely help you ease your minds. So mycallofduty.com, I'm sure most of you have an account. If you don't, it's free. You sign up or you link one of your consoles up to it. And from there, you choose your game mode and there's a leaderboard. This leaderboard, okay guys, should be updated with the actual console leaderboard within a 10-minute span, okay? Sometimes it takes longer. Xbox, if there's any guys listening, please don't refer to it. It's glitchy, so your guys are excluded, but this is for PlayStation. This thing should update, every 10 minutes, sometimes a little bit longer. If your scores are updating here, it should reflect. This is an example I just screenshot I took for you guys. So let's just take a look at this guy over here. 2282 games played. If you look at the actual website, 2282 played. Okay. Like I said, this updates every 10 minutes. So if you're going into your game, I'm just gonna pick a random name over here. Obviously, you'll see your points, your lifetime stats. You look at your recent matches. Okay. Recent matches is important to see because this shows if things are in sync with the console or not. The recent matches should update every 10 minutes, okay? This guy hasn't played since 4 o'clock, but it should update. If you're playing, wait 10 minutes and you'll see your match details come in here, no doubt about it, okay? It should update all the time within 10 minutes. So what happens right now is that at some point in the day, the sync between the console leaderboard, okay, between the console where it should be in sync with this and the website breaks down. The console will update first and it relays the information to the website. Now we're going to use K3. He's a household name. I'm going to use him as an example to show you guys exactly how to check if things are lagging or out of sync on your side. And it's not just you, it's really everybody. Okay, so if we look out over K3's numbers right now. Okay, this is real time, let's say. He's at 3,417 games played. If we look at the website in real time, I'll just find his name here. He's in the top 100. Okay, 3,417 games played. So it looks in sync. It looks like everything's working, right? However, if you click on your name, guys, on your tag, you'll see here. Look at his matches. They're actually moving up. Okay. He really has 3,432 games played with 10,534,000 points. However, the console is behind. Okay, see how that's not updating over here? 10.4, 10.5. That's the problem, guys. Okay, that's what's going on, is that the console is not relaying it over. The console should be updating first and it's not. So how you keep track of this is you need to keep an eye on your recent matches played and find out when it breaks down. Again, this should be updated. As you can see here, it's updating in real time. And that's how it always should be intact. It should be in sync. So it's very deceiving right now because his actual score or your actual score will be higher and your matches will be exact. They're syncing up, okay? But the leaderboard isn't syncing up. And that's the problem right now that's going on. It's not the actual points not updating, it just there's a delay in between. So what you need to do is when you log off at night, you keep an eye on what shows on the website, what number you're at, what number you're showing on the console, and the next day figure out that it should sync up. Okay, again, it's not just happening for one guy and stats aren't updating, it's happening for everybody. Okay, it happens like globally, and it's just a freeze in between, and it happens mostly at night. All right, sorry to bore you about that. I just had to get that out of the way because I know a lot of guys are asking about it, and this is the easiest way. A little bit longer to do, but it's the best way to actually see exactly what's going on. You look at your lifetime stats. The rest of these stats, guys, are glitchy. I wouldn't go with it, but I know the matches, they match up, so that part you could go with it. All right, third topic I want to get now into the leaderboards is, the trend of the month right now, no doubt about it, is the war game mode. The war game mode is basically turned into like a Nuketown 24/7, and it's the trend. I mean, if guys want to bring up their SPMs and know where the points are at, well, 40% of the top 100 guys right now are playing over 50% of their time on war. Okay, what that means is 4 to 10 guys in the top 100 in here are playing half or more of their game modes as war. It's it's a point fest. I don't want to start getting into details if I like the mode or not. I find it enjoyable. I don't necessarily agree with how the point system works, but it is what it is. We could say CTF, running around with the flag, and being a point whore that way. However, war is the game mode right now. If you want to move up, look into it. And I know many of you've caught on, but it's the trend of the month. It's unbelievable how numbers have changed from the 1st of January right now on the 31st. How it's jumped in popularity. So let's jump into the review of the top 100, guys. Top 20. What I like to see, all blue, no change. 1 to 8, same guys. No messing around. I've mentioned this before. It's going to be cutthroat. I'll say it over again. Nobody's really giving up any ground in the top. Actually, in the top 100, but the top 30 is like crazy competitive right now. Yes, it was double XP week still going on, but if you look at these times, it's insane. The average is like a day and a half. Like everybody's playing 2 days, even a couple of 3 days, a day and a half. People are putting in their time. And grinding and sweating. It's impressive. I mean, props to you guys out there. It's really no holding back. Look at the week on board. All guys that have been here for practically 8 weeks. Nobody's turning back. And the thing is that 1.5 million points is the threshold. That's the threshold that's going to basically hold ground. It's a lot of points, but that's what you need in the top 20. And I've mentioned that before, and that's not going to change. If you just look at a quick example, I'll show you guys something. Is that if you look at number 20 over here, Hunt to Go, okay, 1.5 million points. He moved up 7 spots. Now let's move up to number 11. JooxMan moved up 2 spots. And he had 1.4 million points. So could you see how just from 10 to 20, the difference? 1.5, he moved up 7 spots. All of a sudden, 1.4, when you're near the top 10, you only move up 2. So crazy. I mean, I love it. I love seeing this. This is why I create the videos. I mean, it's for you guys, but at the same time, I love seeing the grind and the competitive side of it, and just the green hours going up, and I'm really into it. So props to the guys in the top 20. Let's look at 21 to 40. Same concept. I mean, the only difference is here you're looking at around a 1 million point average. 1 million point average, you'll hold your ground. You're not going to really move up. You're going to hold your ground. You might move up a couple of spots. The week on boards, you still see guys been here for 8 weeks. For the new guys, it's 2 months we're doing this. So since the game, like 3 weeks after the game was released, the leaderboards were released, we've been doing this. So these are not new stats. This is going on every week. Nobody's leaving, letting up ground or stopping to play. The days are, the days are still there. Heavy play. Yes, it was double XP, but I mean, still, nobody's really stopping the grind. And that's what it's all about in the end. A couple of things to take a look at here. A couple of notables actually that I'd want to, because it is pretty notable jumps. Over here, 37 was 46. Wild Sardine, 2 days, 20 hours played. Big hours. Number 28 over here, Squall Tech, 1.2 million, 2 days, 21 hours. Again, that's a lot of time played. When you're practically playing 3 days, that's it's not easy. And finally, Toru over here, 11 point spot jump. 4 days and 3 hours. That's insane. Like, that's super smashing right there. Props to you, buddy. I mean, Red Bull's got to sponsor you at this point, but I mean, that's a great week. Look at that, 2 million points over here. That's really that's impressive. When I see 4 days played, if it's one guy in an account, that's really insane. So that's for, from 20 to 40, like I said, a million points, is doing justice right now at this point. 41 to 60, you're still seeing the double XP. It's the PlayStation Network. Nobody's stopping. I mean, the time's there. The points are there. Very, very hard to break in and move up. You really, really got to put a lot of effort into it. Here you'll see a little bit of the, a little bit of a slowdown with the guys that have been there for a long time. You'll see not much time played. When the arrows are trending down and they've been there for 8 weeks, it's because either the points aren't there or the time's just not there. But nothing dramatic. A little bit more red as opposed to guys going up. And from 50 down, if you look at guys from 50 down, if you crack the 1 million point mark, you are going to move up. And I'm going to show you something here. If we look at 50, Nomad Knight bounced 9 spots, 1 million points. If we look over here at 56, was 66, Arrows Grow. Sorry buddy if I can't really spell out the name. 1 million points, jumps 10 spots. So as you can see, guys, 1 million points when you're in the middle of the pack, you will jump. And you will, once you get to that 30 or 40 mark, it'll slow down. But this middle pack here between 50 and 70, 1 million points is healthy. It's really healthy. And just something here to show you an example of somebody not playing is, this is how competitive is at this point. Papa Roach over here, now 53. Last week 37. Just because he played 1 hour this week, everybody's allowed to have a week off when everybody has their own schedules. But when I say there's really no time to let up because somebody will grab your spot, here's an example. You stop playing for a week and you lose 20 spots practically. So crazy numbers there, but still interesting to see the guys just keep trending upwards, and nobody's giving up from 1 to 100 actually. 61 to 80. Again, this is where you'll see more of the I call them the vets because they've been on the board. I like to look at the weeks on board. You guys know that. I like to see who's been here, how long you've been here. The new guys come in. Are they for real? Are they going to move up? This is where you kind of see some of the guys that have been here for a while not playing as much. Like you'll see no days played, moving down. Could be there, it could be a week off, or could just be that they've moved on to another game. And this is where you see a lot of the new guys jumping in over here. First week El Mata, younger weeks on the board, 2 weeks on board, 3-4 weeks. And this is where you kind of need to keep the motivation going in this kind of bracket, in this tier over here. And you need to kind of put in your time, because if not, somebody is gonna bounce you. Right now on the PlayStation side, there's 8 guys that broke into the top 100 that weren't in the top 100. On the Xbox side, every week there's around 18 guys. So you can see the PlayStation console side is much more competitive. It's a cleaner leaderboard, which helps. DLC comes out first, and a lot of popularity on the PlayStation side, but only 8 new 8 faces every week shows that this is not going away, and you better make your move now to get into the top 100. Again, here you need you need around 750,000 points a week to stay safe, to not lose too much ground. You will move up anything more than that. If you take a look at here, LERNS, he moved up practically 20 spots with 1 million points. 1 million points from 40 to 60 will just bump you up a little bit. So the lower you go, the more points you put in, the higher you climb. 81 to 70. This is where obviously you'll see the new guys jump on board. Less time played, newer to the boards, but I mean still need to be reckoned with. Can make moves, can move up. Strong SPMs, and really the time played is to be seen. Are they for real? Are they legit? Is your name on here for 1 week and it's like a one and done type of thing, or are you here to mark your territory and move your way up? Something that you kind of need to be motivated and stay motivated once you crack the 80 to 100, and you don't really have much time off. What I mean by that is the top guys, where you're in the the 30 to 50 or even 60, I'd say 1 to 60. If you take a week off and you slow down, you're not going to really be buried and drop so much. You could drop 20 points and you could make it up, but around here, you take a week off, you're done. You're out of the 100, that's for sure. And then it's hard to jump back in because, like I said, it's very competitive, and every week we see massive change. So I would not fool around. I would stay around the 700,000 point mark around here. Try to keep that up, and at least hold your ground. If you're going to take a week off, you better push hard before the week you take off. Another example here, just one thing before we close up shop. Here's another player, Mikey 3434, 8 weeks on the board, 11 hours played, 300,000 points. Okay, 300,000 points, practically dropped 20 spots, 18 spot drop here. So again, there's really no room to stop. That's why I created the site. I'll repeat it again for motivation, for you guys to see where you're at, where you need to go, where you are going, and who's on your ass and who's catching you, and just make this fun again. Like, make it a duel, make it so competitive where we're gonna run the table on this thing. So that's it for this week, guys. I know it was a longer video. Hope you enjoyed it. If there's anything, let me know in the comments. Hopefully the stats are updated, and you guys enjoy the rest of the XP and the new DLC content, and we'll recap next week and see what's going on. All right, enjoy the week, enjoy the Super Bowl. Speak to you guys next week. Peace.